My name is Nori Harris, and I have been working for Brockton Public School for almost 25 years. 10 years ago, I think, I decided to apply to be an English language acquisition coach. I go to every single middle school in Brockton. That means 7 middle schools, and I go also to alternative schools. Being Cape Verdean has a huge impact how I approach even the way I teach, or even the way I can relate with my students and therefore with my teachers. One thing sometimes we seem to forget is the culture piece, how it impacts students' motivation.
Nori helps us a lot to understand the students' culture, their families, their community, and also things that may seem so small but have made such a difference in the way that I teach. So for example, one of the things I do for homework is that's when students get to choose books at their level of their choice, what they're interested, take it home, read it, and do certain projects based on the book. And one of the projects that I had designed was a final exam. They get to pick the questions, so on and so forth. I give them the template, they make up the questions and the answers. And part of that has a multiple choice section. And I had told Nori one day, I said, I just don't understand. It's funny that this multiple choice is the most difficult part for them. Not the short answer, you know, it's the multiple choice. And she explained to me, well, we don't do multiple choice in Cape Verde. That was not a question style that I ever experienced, she told me, until coming to the US and going to college here. So to me, it was such a, you know, it's a misconception that I just, it wasn't in my realm. And so I feel like we're so lucky to have Nori, and she has influenced my teaching in so many different ways.
We still bring in their cultures in a lot of different ways. I love hearing where kids come from. I love hearing what their backgrounds are. I love knowing the foods they've eaten, the places they've been, and we don't eliminate that. We allow these kids to share those experiences, and I think that makes them significantly more comfortable. And then they're willing to try something new. They're willing to learn something new. We have to embrace the student for who they are. It's really easy to say we have a student with a disability. He can't do this, she can't accomplish this. But if we embrace what these students do have, the skills that they do come with, the experiences they do come with, I think that's, as educators, going to help us a lot more than assuming that they can't do something or they can do something. We're not here to change who these kids are. I just want to give them the tools so that they can succeed in their new country, their new home. But I don't want to take any of their past experiences away from them at the same time.
Another big thing, and it's probably my favorite, music. Oh my gosh, I love to include music, especially from their native lands. I have a student who is from Ethiopia, and they dance with their shoulders. So when we are learning vocabulary and we're tapping out the syllables instead of clapping, I will have them use their shoulders because it's a dance they do like this with just their shoulder movements. This year I was actually really excited. I taught my kindergartners the ABCs using bachata. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so they got that movement to go along with their ABCs, and it was just wonderful. And I try to value what they teach me because it's important. As much as I enjoy teaching, I'm also an advocate for them, and I'm also a community member for them. And it's our village right here in this room, us together learning and educating each other.